Hi everybody, it's Peggy Sue again. You can find me and my journal and my card creations at maximboo.blogspot.com and of course here on YouTube. And I have an Etsy shop, but I'll link all that below. So wanted to go through my latest creation. This is actually a custom ordered journal and it will be going in the mail Monday. And it's all about the 1980s. The gentleman I made this for, myself and my husband, all graduated from high school in the 80s, so I had a blast making this. The only item that's missing from the cover is a custom-made concert button that I have put together, and it's drying right now. So anyway, let's begin. This is probably the biggest spine I've done. This is a little over 2.5-inch spine. The journal is 9 by 6 and there are 2 signatures inside. Each signature has 68 pages front and back, and that's a total of 136 pages. And there are several other things. There's like 34 inserts, and there's 6 altered paper clips, 2 baggies, 47 tuck spots. Kind of went crazy because I know that he's going to be filling this up. He uses his journals like I do. There are 6 booklets or hidden journal spots. And I tried to keep it kind of masculine, so I didn't do a lot of lace and stuff like that. Now this, for those of you who didn't grow up in the 80s, is what the rockers used to do. They used to tie bandanas onto their blue jeans. So when I came up with this, I was tickled. Behind this area that I ripped, I added a full sheet of canvas, so you will never see the inside book board. And this is the functioning closure. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Now this is a hidden lay flat spine, so that you don't see the stitches on the outside, and it will open up and lay flat so that it's much easier to journal in. So in the front I've just added a tag. I hope you guys can see the sun's coming in at a funny angle. These 2 I backed with just regular cardstock. My other inserts I have backed with coffee stained paper or colored stained paper. So I'm just going to kind of quickly go through. Of course there's lots. Oh, this glare is really bad, isn't it, guys? Give me 2 seconds and I'm going to slide down to a little less sunny side. So pardon me. I'm going to try not to get you guys. Oh, you can see my pajama pants. Can try and get you down here. I'm sorry. That was really not good of me, huh? Okay. That's a little better, I think. So I've added book pages and all kinds of other elements. Now let me grab this and I'll show you. There is a big tuck spot here. That's behind the bag. This is inside the bag. And then of course there's these here. I actually had this Preppy Handbook book. Thought it was kind of funny, and of course who doesn't love slush puppies? And again, they're backed. There's a lot of machine stitching and hand stamping. And there's one of the paper clips. Swatch watches, of course we all had those. Tuck spot here. And just another little journaling spot. This is from a Donna Dewberry, I think, Learn How to Paint book. I don't paint well. Pretty in Pink, one of my favorite movies. I've added some journal that, of course, his homework is now past due, so he's going to be in trouble. And here is a tuck spot. This is actually off. I found a wedding dress and a veil at Goodwill, and this was the dry cleaning tag. I just thought that was kind of cute. So I've stapled that in there. Of course, we all had cassette tapes. And there's a spot here. And our classrooms back then, we had black boards as opposed to the white right boards they have now. You can put something here. And I just stamped on canvas and added it to the journal. Here's another tuck spot. This is 1983 cost of living. I thought that was really neat when I started looking at it. And I don't think, do the kids even have these anymore? Or do they all do mechanical pencils? And here is one of the bags. Some hand stamping, fold out. This is a die cut. I just thought this was cute. There's a sun up there and a fence, because we had a fence that went around our school. This is an origami diaper fold pocket. And of course the pudding cups. I used to have those for snack when I came out of school. Big pocket here, another big pocket here, and a tuck spot here. So there's 80's theme for the inserts and so forth. This is just a page element. Number 1 for the school team. And I added a lot of school elements in here too. So superstar student, another bag here, and a paper clip. And again, his homework is past due. Tuck spot there, and there's of course Van Halen. And oh my gosh, who remembers the muscle pants and all the neon? Whew. We had some crazy fashion. Stray Cats and Doc Martens. Love Doc Martens. Wish I had a pair now. I had a pair back in school though. Some fabric element. A pull down hidden spot to journal, and a tuck spot here. Alphabet stickers. They actually have their little 3D. So, and here is another bag that I've put in here. So there's a spot behind the bag, and then a spot from the inside of the bag. And E.T. came out in the 80s. And pegging your pants, this went into the 90s, and I think I see some people still doing it. I remember thinking I was so cool when we pegged our jeans. Fabric element, another swatch watch, and this, a hidden book page. And of course Madonna, wasn't she like the queen of all music in the 80s? And tiny little chiclets, and of course they're backed. And there's a notebook paper pocket. And this is just a brad with a charm that will close that up so you can hide something in there. And this is tuck spots here. Ferris Bueller. That was a good movie. And Cyndi Lauper. Oh, I loved her music. She was pretty powerful voice for that time frame too. Another altered paper clip, and I don't think you were a boy if you didn't have polo back in the 80s. So the other side of the book, and there's a tuck spot there, and of course the date stamp for all the days of the week that we went to school and had homework on Sunday, Saturday, of course. Okay, Pretty in Pink, and there is a tuck spot here and one here, and then there's the one here that you can see through. This is from a junk envelope, and I just backed it with the paper and then layered it and put it on the page. More book page. Your Sony Walkman, oh my gosh, I remember carrying those around. I Pity the Fool, that was Mr. T. Here's a flip up journaling spot. And these are all the words from that we used to use, like radical, totally, to the max. This was the Valley side of the 80s. And some recipes, another swatch watch, an altered paper clip, Pac-Man, because video games were all the rage. I thought this was pretty cute. And a tuck spot, that's I Am the Frito Bandito. And this I kind of did music page, and the crowns, I was thinking of prom when I did these two. This little layout here, the king and queen, and here's an altered paper clip. And of course the Reeboks, the high top Reeboks. I had some that I cheered in that were pink. I was the only one on the squad when we went from saddle shoes to Reeboks. I'm the only one that had pink because I was a rebel. Definitely a rebel. Just some washi tape. And here's the banners for being #1 for your high school team. The Rebels. I was the Hornet. He was the Rebels. I don't know what my husband's team was. You rock. And here's another tuck spot behind the bag, in the bag. And then this is the fold up of the bottom of the bag. And this was Footloose. I remember seeing that in a packed theater. And the other queen, Pat Benatar. And a bag there. It's a deli bag. Some more paper to write on. This is a tuck spot here. This is One Smart Cookie. And this is a tuck spot. And just a flashcard from school. Breakfast Club. I'm about to die. My battery's dying. Slide projector. This is the overhead slides. Tuck spot in the bag and behind the bag and behind here. And this is a gigantic tuck spot. Goes all the way to the bottom. The other side of the glassine bag. Swatch. I'm going to try and speed it up. Pac-Man. Here's a tuck spot here. Want my MTV. The very first video they ever played on MTV was Video Killed the Radio Stars. Back to the Future. Altered paper clip. Rubik's Cube, of course. And this was Thriller. I remember when that long video came out. Tuck spot here. One behind. This is Motley Crue. And of course we all had our collars turned up. Well, the cool kids, you know. Fold out here. And this stamp was for shop class, which they don't even do that anymore, which is kind of sad. And there's some little screws and nails up here. Another tuck spot here with a flashcard. Be prepared to party, because we always did. Fold out some books. Tuck spot. Our children will never know the link between a cassette and a pencil. I'll leave that to you and see if you know what it is. Another origami diaper fold here, and this is New Wave music cover. Back, and then of course there are 2 pockets back here. And that one's a little smaller. And that, my friends, is the 1980s journal. Sorry I sped it up so quick at the end, but like I said, my battery is flashing red. So I hope you like your new journal. It will be in the mail Thursday of this week, coming to you priority. If you need anything done that's special order, just let me know and I will take care of it for you. Thanks guys. Have a good one. Bye.